And in this review, we'll be looking at one of the pioneers of budget auto-empty robots, the Shark IQ. This variant is Shark's answer to the Roomba I and S series robots, offering consumers a cheaper alternative but a more compact base station. But the question is, how good is this robot? Does it clean or navigate better than a Roomba or other variants close to its price range? I've spent many hours putting this robot through my usual series of tests to find out. There's a lot to unpack, so let's get into it. First, let's go through the features, and I'll start with its design. The Shark IQ has a round frame with a camera sensor on top, its primary navigational sensor. It's Shark's first robot vacuum with smart navigation, meaning it will move in straight lines. There are two buttons, Clean and Dock, but I'm guessing you won't be using this button with the Shark Clean app that we'll look at in a bit. Underneath, it's got two side brushes with a unique single-pronged design. Shark slowed down its rotation so it doesn't scatter as much debris as other brands. Another unique feature is the main brush with these yellow fins similar to the Shark Vertex cordless vacuum I've tested previously. Shark says its brush roll is self-cleaning with these combs underneath that untangle hair strands. I've tested these combs on 5 and 7-inch strands and will share the results later in this video. There are two main Shark IQ options, the XL version with a 30-day capacity and another variant with a smaller base station volume of 15 days. The latest Shark IQ Auto Empty Dock has a redesigned dirt container that slides in and out from the side. One advantage of this new design is it has less bulk than the earlier version, where the whole upper assembly, including the handle, comes off. The IQ self-empty base station utilizes a vertical port right here that connects to the robot's rear slot. Since it uses a vertical port, Shark recommends using the Shark mat if you're using this on carpet to minimize alignment issues with the connecting ports. All Shark IQ Auto Empty Docks utilize a bagless system, meaning it functions like a traditional stick vacuum where dirt is stored in a plastic container and not a bag, which most other manufacturers use. Not having a bag means fewer recurring costs since there's no need to purchase replacement bags. But the cost savings comes at the expense of allergen exposure when emptying it. There's also a risk of dirt spilling on this area if you're not careful. At the opposite end sits two filters to keep allergens from seeping, a primary foam filter and a secondary felt filter underneath. There's a thin vertical window right here so you can see how full the container is and if it needs emptying. I like that the base station is compact with a handle, making for easy transport on different floors if you live in a multi-level home. However, the downside is the Shark Clean app saves only one map, which defeats the purpose of this portability. Shark relies on a top-mounted camera, gyroscope, and floor sensors for navigation. It moves in straight lines in the direction of the base station. Having SLAM means it can track its location and resume cleaning afterward if the battery runs low without finishing the cycle. But relying on light means you'll need to keep the lights on to function, which is a stark contrast to LiDAR-based robots that don't need light since it uses a laser sensor. Navigation is efficient, taking around 18 minutes to complete one cleaning cycle. You can see the benefit of the slow rotating brushes in this experiment as they didn't scatter much debris. It did well picking up most debris in the middle portions. However, one negative aspect of the slow rotating brush is its performance at the edges.